That trend going around right now where they say, "What do you mean he drained the life out of you?" thing, and people like start with the beginning picture when they first met the person, mid relationship, and after, bruh. It's damn near diabolical.
This trend of women being drained in a relationship, we need to talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So there's this trend on TikTok that has gotten people talking. So there's this trend that says, what do you mean he drained you? And this is women sharing their experience on how they look while in a relationship and either after the relationship or before the relationship. Some of them is before the relationship, while some of them is after the relationship. And you could clearly see these women, they literally look like they were two different persons because you see these women before they got into the relationship, how there's a spark in their eyes, how they look so lovely, how they're gorgeous, and they got into a relationship, and then you could just see the light in their eyes taken away, even their physical, how they look physically being taken away. Some women used to be like really hot, like a catch, and all of a sudden they get into a relationship and it's almost like they are totally somebody else, like they are being depleted and all that. And this trend, which we're going to see a couple of clip on it. I might mute it because of copyright, but we're going to see a couple of clip on it and you guys let me know what you think. But this has also struck the conversation talking about how a lot of women lose themselves in relationship, and some people are blaming the women that they are the ones that let themselves go in the relationship, not the men. The men are not to be blamed, while some people are saying that then some women should really stop being in a relationship, and some men don't have any business being in a relationship because they are draining these women. But anyway guys, I need you guys to check out these clips because my job was I need you guys to check out these clips, people's reaction to it, and then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts. Wow. She's so pretty. Okay. You sure? Oh my goodness, ladies. Wow. Wow. She's healing. How gorgeous she looks. Wow. Paralyzed? She's gorgeous. Hey girl. No way.
That trend going around right now where they say, what do you mean he drained the life out of you thing? And people like start with the beginning picture when they first met the person, mid relationship, and after, bruh. It's damn near diabolical. Like, and I am not laughing. Like, it could never be me. I'm not that woman. Like, you got my eye twitching. This stuff is stressing me out. I am not that woman where I'm like, oh, it would never be me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that saying. Like my grandma keeps saying, keep living. Amen. Amen. But I pray for each and every one of them women that y'all find yourselves again, because that is crazy. And I know people could drain you like that. And I probably had my own testimony too. But back then, that was before I even had kids. And I didn't even have a smartphone back then. I was using other people's phone. I'm pretty sure I look just like y'all. Like, good Lord. People will drain you dry if you let them. Choose you first. Don't look at my hair. That look dry. But focus on what I'm saying. Okay?
Okay, let's talk about the he drained me trend, right? I think a lot of y'all were pick-me's and y'all centered your life around this relationship that was draining out of you.
True.
And that's how you ended up looking that way.
True.
Because there's no way, like, you love yourself and you center yourself and you go from looking from night and day. Like, some of them are drastic. And weight gain is normal in a relationship. I'm going to just put that out there because it happens to damn near everybody. Even men gain weight in relationships. Like, that's normal. But not taking care of yourself or keeping up with yourself, that's not okay. But I think a lot of y'all were some pick-me's and y'all gave up y'all lives and centered, the man in the relationship. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's because it's not making sense. He drained me. No, you stopped living your life for you and you started living your life for the relationship. You gave yourself away. Yeah. Because people go through stuff in relationships, but when you center yourself, you're not about to let somebody siphon your energy. Yeah, y'all were pick-me's. That's the only thing that makes sense, because that trend doesn't make sense to me. Unless I'm being insensitive. Let me know if I'm being an asshole, because I'll accept that. But I just think y'all were some pick-me's. Like I said, that's the only thing that makes logical sense in my head. I hope y'all not pick-me's no more, though, because it's just going to keep happening to y'all. But yeah.
I don't think it's pick-me.
Yeah, I think I'm right. Let me know if y'all agree with me or not.
It's men-centered.
So now y'all done started up this trend talking about what you mean he drained the life out of me. And y'all are showing y'allself today, happy, glowing, whatever. And then you're going to a video or a photo of you looking absolutely depleted, talking about that man drained you. And I was talking to Babe about it. And Babe, what did you say?
I want to know, do you look like that because he treating you bad, or he treating you bad because you look like that? He don't like to take you nowhere. He embarrassed to take you out anywhere. He don't like coming home looking at you sitting around the house looking all bummy and all toe down like these pictures y'all posting. He don't like waking up next to that. So I'm not saying that anything justifies him treating you bad. By all means, it does not. But which came first, the chicken or the egg? Y'all want to say, oh, I look like this because of him, but is he like that because of you?
And what I find funny and what almost verifies what you're saying, Babe, is when y'all single, y'all get up and y'all put that on every day. Y'all in the gym, you keep your hair done, your nails done, you're looking good. Because, girl, I got to get a man. And then y'all get a man and y'all say, what? Who am I trying to impress? I already got a man.
He'll be all right.
Oh, y'all stop going to the gym. Y'all stop dressing up. Y'all stop taking care of yourself, not knowing that he may start treating you bad because you are treating you bad. And then when the relationship break up, I look like this because of him. No, ma'am. Yeah. You may look like that because of you.
I've been seeing this he drained the light of me trend. Good grief, it is intense. And I think that it really goes to show what people go through when they are in certain kinds of relationships. My brain literally freezes when I see some of these images. And it's hard to believe that people can go through so much, and there is that incredible of a transformation, physical transformation. The greatest tragedy is that people don't know that they are loved and how much. So they will go and accept anything that resembles love. And then they say yes to things that they know they should not be saying yes to. They're saying yes to things that they know they should be saying no to. And it is not like a judgment on these people, because you find yourselves in this situation, and I have a mistaken suspicion that it happens slowly, and in some cases you don't even notice that it's happening. And when you wake up one day, you find yourself like, I'm in it, and you don't know how to get out of it. And I think what these people tend to do is that they literally drain your self-belief and drain your self-respect out of you to such an extent that you don't believe that you have it anymore, or you're worth anything. And I imagine that it's that lie that someone has to talk themselves out of, because one, you have respect, you still have your dignity, you still have the strength to get out of things. Because look, it's been demonstrated, because you have seen the evidence, the physical evidence, I suppose, in these people who have changed and left those situations, and you can see how different they look after they've left. Being loved is a huge responsibility, and it is the duty of the beloved not to abuse that knowledge. And I think that there are some people who abuse the knowledge that they are loved. And I suppose maybe those people don't love themselves either, and they worship their weak and fragile egos, and therefore decide to go on and to break other people because they themselves are broken. And I guess the key is to know that you are already someone, and you don't need someone else. You are already complete. You don't need someone to complete you. My wish, I guess, is that may you be loved fully and without restraint. And may you also love freely and completely without restraint. And may those people who don't deserve that love never get a taste of it. That's all I can say.
One thing I learned, and I learned this years ago, baby. The worst thing you can do is be with an unhappy man or deal with an unhappy man, okay? Have you ever dealt with a man that's not happy or is going through stuff? I don't think y'all understand. It's not like if me and you go through something. An unhappy man is a miserable man, and he's going to make you miserable right along with him. I don't know what it is about men. Like, I don't know if it's their pride. I don't know if it's their ego, but they turn into really, really shitty people when they aren't happy. And that could be financially, that can be in a relationship they in, whatever. It's just not working out for them in their life. They will make you miserable and everybody around them fucking miserable. That's why, like, if I decide I want to talk to a man, I prefer for a man to be at his best, like, mental state, financial state. Moving forward, I don't want to deal with a man that's fighting demons. I don't want to deal with a man that's so miserable with himself or his life, because I know for a fact he's probably going to take it out on me or make me miserable right along with him. You have to have dealt with one of those type of men to understand what I'm saying, okay? I'm not saying the next man I meet gotta have it all together, but baby, you gotta be happy in your life. You gotta be happy with yourself. It gotta be some type of happiness within you. So when it comes to that, baby, I opt out. Count me out. I'm not dealing with no man like that, period.
I'm not gonna like this, but nobody can drain you. You know what I'm saying? There's this trend on here, girls showing before, after the relationship. You give it away. Every time you do something that makes you uncomfortable and you say that it's in the name of love, every time you say yes when your soul wants to say no, and you say you're doing it in the name of love, y'all don't be understanding what love is. Love and sacrifice, those are not synonymous words. Okay? So that trend on here, oh, he drained me of my energy. No, bitch. You gave it away. In 99.9% of those situations, except DV and situations and instances where they're not talking about y'all, but the trend, he drained you of your energy. You gave that shit away. Every time you took from yourself in the name of love, you gave your energy away, bitch. Now, okay, now that I've condemned you, because y'all are stupid sometimes, Okay? Because why are you giving up your best in the name of love? Love brings you to your best. Okay? A lot of y'all be having children. Why are you watching your children be destroyed? Saying you love somebody.
We had it backwards the whole time. Y'all know how we are, as women, we're drained every time we have sex. We're drained every time a man's energy is entering ours because we're told we're receivers, right? Which we are. But we're forgetting one step that is making us stuck and that is holding this bad energy to us to feel drained. A woman's body is for releasing and harvesting. A man's body is depleting and receiving. But what women are forgetting is to transmute that energy that they're receiving during sex. So every time you're with a man, you're releasing all of your energy, right? And you're receiving his energy. But what you're not doing is multiplying the energy. Keep in mind, women multiply everything that they get. Sperm, women multiply to a baby. A home, she makes it a house. Anything that you give a woman is going to multiply. During sex, women are not multiplying that energy and transmuting that energy that they're receiving. So it's becoming stuck. And once it becomes stuck, you start feeling drained because you didn't do anything with that energy you just received. Men, yes, they receive our energy, but they're also getting depleted. With that energy that they receive, they can't multiply it. That's the difference. Women can multiply the energy. Men cannot multiply it. They need a constant supply of us to keep that energy maintained. But when a woman gets that energy during sex, that receiving, we harvest it and we're able to multiply it. And we don't need a constant source of that energy to continue to multiply it. But only if you use it. If you don't use it, you're going to be depleted. You're going to be drained because you just let out all of these fluids. You just let out all of this energy and you did nothing to build that back up. And you can understand this by seeing all the things that we're releasing when we're having sex. Women are releasing fluids. They're squirting. They're creaming. All these things. And men, they only do one thing. It's going to have to be a million parts on this. It's going to have to be a million parts.
Now she got me lost. The last creator got me lost there. But yeah, you let me know what you think about this trend down in the comment section. What are your own take down in the comment section? If you have your own story, go ahead and share it. Love to hear your own story. I really wish that YouTube has like comment and you can add pictures or a tiny video. Like I really love to hear people's story and probably see a visual image of that because if you know me, I'm a visual person. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about this trend down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thoughts, but let's be respectful. We're not here to tussle, we're just here to have conversation. But yeah, this trend I like when women share their story and are very vulnerable with things like this because I feel like it just gives other women, even younger girls, to know exactly what they're getting themselves into and for us to have the larger conversation. I get the creator that was talking about, oh, they are pick-me women, men-centered women. I don't think they are pick-me women. They might be male-centered women. Like I would tell you, like I was a male-centered woman before. I said this a couple of times, yeah, because that is how naturally a lot of women are raised. We're raised that the most achievement you will have is to have a relationship with a man, is to have a good relationship with a man. And that has made a lot of women, including myself, which have done it before. So I'm not even going to bash any woman like to pour and pour and pour. And if you pour into the wrong person or into the wrong relationship, you find out that it drains your energy and drains who you are. And a lot of the time, we were being told, let me even speak for my culture, my environment, we're being told, oh, a long suffering woman is being celebrated and say, oh, she suffered but she stayed and all that. Oh, she went through hell but she's still with him. Like it's almost like you're being clapped for without any reward. And this has made a lot of women not to remove themselves from bad situation because they just feel like, oh, a virtuous woman keeps her home, is a woman that makes a relationship work, is a woman that brings the relationship together, and that has made women to stay in relationship that they have no business staying, a relationship that keeps depleting them. And I agree that, and this is why for me it is very, very important for me to create this type of content over and over again, because I feel like it's just like reprogramming the entire mindset we have as women and as young girls, because we are being told to like that's how we're raised normally. Just keep pouring and pouring and pouring. I love the time you stop pouring and pouring yourself, because if the man is okay, the man is okay, then you as well as the woman, you're supposed to be okay. But we're not realizing how much energy it takes to pour into someone and not pour into ourselves. Coming from someone that was men-centered, and I'll say it, yes, I was male-centered. If you know me, I was my type of person. And some of you guys may not know, because some of you guys are new here. I'm married and I have been married for, this year it's going to be the 12th year of marriage. But I got to a place where I started focusing on myself. I started decentering men. I started looking at myself. I started questioning things. And that was a big transformation for me, like a big one. Because if you know me, like, I was so codependent to my husband. Like, I can't do anything without him. Without, I have to go through, like, it was such, at that time I thought that was what love is, that was what it should be like. But stepping up from that era of my life and stepping into a place where I am very self-centered and I'm very, very intentional about my life, it's a different ball game. It's clear, black and white and all that. You could clearly even see with my aura, my energy, even the way I look physically, how it look. And that is how a lot of time women don't understand how much energy it takes to pour into a man and how much energy it takes to be a male-centered woman. It takes a lot from you. And since I got to that place where I switched it up and I went to therapy, I unpacked my trauma, I start healing, I start being intentional with my life. Girl, it has been the best decision I've made. And that's why I started creating this type of content, because these are things that people around me, the women in my life, they don't even know. They don't even like, people give you, even when I started this journey, I got a lot of pushback because it was out of the norm. You're supposed to worship the ground. What do you mean that you're okay if your marriage doesn't work? What do you mean that you're fine by being yourself? What do you mean by you want to love yourself and be in solitude and be comfortable with yourself? What do you mean? Like, gets a lot of, what do you mean you don't want kids? What do you mean you want to focus on yourself? Your life is supposed to be around building a family, keeping a family, maintaining a family, not about you. And a lot of time, a lot of women are so scared about this pushback and this old yapping and talk they are going to get from society and from friends, from family, that they just keep doing this and they get depleted. And also, when the people you have around you is also very, very important. That I'm going to say, which something I eventually learned and I became very intentional about it. Because the people around you, they're going to clock you and let you know that, you know what, girl, something is off. You in this relationship, you're not looking your best and all that. But I get it, when you're very male-centered and you're in that mindset where you feel like you have to make it work, you kind of don't even listen to that friend, because some of us will say we have had that friend that will try to get out of a toxic relationship or a relationship that drained them. Sometimes that relationship, they may seem happy, they may seem like everything is going, the man takes care of them, the man pays their bill, but they drain the mental. Sometimes it's not even a physical abuse, sometimes it's not even an essay, but you're being drained mentally, spiritually. And we've had a conversation here. So I get it, where that we have people in our life where you try to get them out of a bad situation that you can see clearly is draining them, but they will refuse because they feel like that is the ideal relationship or marriage or situationship. So yeah, another thing is that as women, we also have to speak to ourselves, and this is something I like. This is why I love what I do and the type of content I create. We need to just keep on speaking to ourselves, because a lot of the time the person you're calling main-centered, she doesn't even realize that she's main-centered. She's living in fear. It takes a lot to unpack it, that I will tell you. It takes a lot, and it takes a lot of fear. And sometimes some women may never get out of that place where they are main-centered, where their life just involve having a man and a man is a prize. But as ladies, the energy you give out, whatever space you find yourself, is very, very important. And we've done a video here before where we talked about how the person you lay in bed with, the man you're with, shows in how you look, both in your physical health and all that. Tisha Campbell actually came to say that she hasn't been to the hospital since she got a divorce. A lot of the time, we underestimate the power being in a relationship that is not for us, how much that affects us physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we need to start be able to identify these things and get ourselves out of it, because sometimes it's going to get to a place where that will even be what is going to unalive us. Like, clearly. So ladies, I'm really happy with content like this, and we continue having conversations like this so that we keep clocking it, we keep educating each other, we keep informing each other of these things, because people are going through it. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.